Math lesson of the day: single mothers should subtract themselves from dating pool of childless men. Agree or disagree? Why? Okay. And
Childless?
stepfatherism.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is, if you're a mom and you have a child, you no longer deserve to date a guy who doesn't have a child. Do you agree or disagree?
Who in here has kids, by the way?
Who broke his heart? My God.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you want to start here then?
Yeah.
So for you, do you agree with that statement, or you disagree with it? You should only date guys with kids only, not guys with no kids.
Oh, I don't. I disagree with that. I feel like it's easier to date somebody that has a child though, because they understand. You know, me personally, I wouldn't date a guy with that didn't have a child, that didn't know what it's like to be a parent.
So generally, do you think it's understandable, fair if a woman dates a guy with no kids?
I mean, that's up to him if he wants to date her. You know.
So let's say you had no kids.
Mm-hmm.
Would you date a guy that had kids? Be honest.
Honestly,
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna say no. I'm thinking about it. I think I would, because I know a lot of guys that have kids that I'm thinking about. Like, I would date them. Why not?
He would have to have money.
And well, I mean, I think that even if you didn't have a kid, you should have a little bit of money. If you're a fucking adult, you should have something going on for you. Like, it's not about that
for your kid.
But I mean, a kid, that's.
So you're gonna put up with baby mama drama, having to take care of
Oh
the kids.
no, that I'm not putting up with that. But you know.
But that's a whole part of the ecosystem of having a guy that has kids.
Why is that always drama? It's not always drama.
Listen, let me tell you something from someone who's dated someone with a child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very, very, very respectful person. Like, I'm gonna get to know the baby mama, and we're gonna be friends, and we're gonna have because at the end of the day, if there's kids involved, then no, I'm gonna have that relationship with that woman as well, because I have to have the respect at least for her. So she may not like me at first, but you're gonna love me you're gonna love me in the end.
I will just say jealousy and the fact that you're with her kids could turn her against you, so you never know. But you say you could deal with it, so there you go. All right, what about you?
I wouldn't say like subtract, but if I would give general advice, I would say that single moms should date single dads, just because like statistically, like abuse goes up and just like in a general emotional disconnect. So yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say like subtract, like not all, but I would, in general, the advice I would say, yeah.
Hold on, you can take that from her? She's coming at you. You can take that from her? Don't take that from her. I'm just kidding.
I'm a whole adult, bro.
It really just depends on the person you're dealing with at this point. Like, I've dealt with a person that didn't have a kid, and he was amazing. And that just didn't work out just for personal reasons. And then I've dealt with the guy that had a kid, and he wasn't mentally there with his kids. So it's really just depends on the person you're dating. It has nothing to do if he has a kid, doesn't have a kid, or she has a kid, and it depends on your maturity level. Like, it has none of that. Like, all that's out the window. It's like how you carry yourself, how that person was raised, and all of that. Like,
but as an individual, that extra, I don't call it baggage, but extra, like, I guess, work and effort into someone else's kid, isn't that going to drain on you?
Well, how much do you want to be with this person? So if you want to be with this person, they come with this.
Right.
So that means you just don't love that person. Because if you're already thinking it's baggage, just leave.
Yeah.
Well, not baggage, just like being realistic about what
I am
life
being
might
realistic
look like.
though. Like, it's just not baggage. If you love this person, you're gonna take it in. Like, that's just what.
But it's not really all about love when blending families. Like, there could be drama with the other person. Like, if it's a man who has the kids, drama with the woman he was married to. And then also
True.
the kids, they may not see you as like a parent ever, mom or dad. So you just have to think about these things. Like, not saying that, if you find a good person, you shouldn't marry them. But I think you should be like conscientious of like future complications that could come up.
Of course, and
I
that's
think you
why I
should be
say it's your
conscious.
maturity level. Like,
Yeah.
you really just have to lay all these things out. Because if you're dealing with someone that has a kid, you should already be thinking these things.
Right.
You already think these things ahead of time.
Right.
So if you're not thinking these things, I don't even know why you're dealing with a person with a child.
For sex.
Get her in orbit.
Or that.
Oh
That
my
means you just don't want the person. You just want them for sex.
Facts.
So that's really
Yeah, I
it.
mean,
You don't need to be in a relationship. with
That's
that.
what I'm saying. If you want a quick bang, then it's
yeah,
just a
of
quick
course.
bang. But
Because
dealing with somebody is different.
single moms are easier, man. Come on, man.
Yes, they are. I want to say sometimes yes, because we are limited on our scheduling and our time goes most of the time to our kids.
At least
So-
you're honest.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
because what the fuck? Sometimes I don't even want to deal with you.
Hey, let's go.
So yeah, I do have my like own life in my own time, and most of it will go to my kid, 90% of the time. So yes, I can agree with you.
All right.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't think single mothers should subtract themselves. I feel like date who you want to date, but I feel like mothers with children and then men with children, they kind of understand each other better. So maybe it would be better if you dated somebody with a child. So I don't think they should subtract themselves.
Would you
but-
date a guy with kids? Being single with no kids? Would you? Be honest.
I mean, if I really like the person, then yeah, I would. I would just-
Translation.
you
You got
Pretty
no
much.
money, yeah.
Pretty much. What about you, Miss Baltimore?
I feel like
Isn't it amazing how like girls dress up certain things and like they use womanese to dress up like what it really is? Like what she really wants to say is if he's financially successful, he's
No.
able, stable, and he
No.
has the children and we're good, then yeah, I could do it. But if I don't know. It's
So-
fine.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but
Go
that is
ahead.
just such a pig-headed thing to say. Like to
What
say
big-headed
that,
thing?
that women just date men because of money, like that. It's not true. Like I know a lot
It's
of
really
rich
not.
men that are just whack and lame and
They are.
losers
They really
and would
are.
never have the time of day. I don't care how much money you have. Like it has to be a lot more that you could provide
just
than just
money.
money because believe it or not, women nowadays are making just as much money, sometimes even more than a lot of these guys. So
And
it's
you
like,
know what
it's not-
happens when women make money?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Well, let's
Good.
see if you know.
Good.
Go ahead.
No,
Sam.
no, tell me
What
what
men
happens
don't
when,
want them because they're like, I don't know.
No, no,
some
no, no, no,
crazy
no. What happens when women
anti-woman
make no?
shit that you're gonna say.
See, I'm not anti-woman. I'm pro reality. And the thing is that a lot of women don't live in reality. And I have
Okay.
to tell it to them over and over and over again because most women never get told the truth.
Mhm.
Because if a girl's halfway attractive, no one tells her the truth because they want to fuck her. So they come on our podcast and I tell them the truth. Hey, this is what men really think. This is how the world really works. Oh, you're a misogynist.
Oh my God,
You're
you hate women.
misogynistic.
You hate
And it's like,
women.
no, I'm not misogynistic. I'm realistic. And I'm telling you guys how men really think and how they really speak when women aren't present.
Well, so
So
I
going
don't,
back to my
I
question-
don't disagree with, and I've told you this before. I don't disagree with everything you say. I just think your angle sometimes is a little off. Like,
How?
no, I mean, you try to put everybody in the same box. Like, oh, you know what that is?
Right.
Cha-ching, cap. 304, like it's just like, come on, bro. Like we know what you're doing. We know it's like you have this agenda. You're trying to help these guys not be simps. Get it, understood. But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, the
Sorry, Twitch.
reality is that women are way more diverse. There's different situations.
Not
as they
really.
get- okay, it's your show.
Not really, because men aren't that. See, here's the thing.
It's your
Here's
show.
another thing as well.
Mhm.
Before I explain this, do you know what happens when women make more money? Going back to the original question.
We make more money. I don't know. Go ahead.
What
you tell
changes
me.
with that?
What changes?
Yeah, with
for,
that.
for dating.
Yeah. Because you were saying I don't need a man, I make my own money. So
I mean, you tell me that I can't say because like I said, I make money and I'm in a relationship and it's very healthy and great.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how that would affect another. Why don't you ladies tell me? Because
this is what happens. In
Uh-huh.
general, when
Okay.
women make more money, they still want a partner that makes 56% more money than them.
okay,
So as women make more money, their standards go up alongside it.
okay.
So
So what's
My-
the problem with that?
because you tried to frame it as if a girl makes her own money, so she's okay with dating a guy because she makes her own money. But my argument is no, her standards only go up when she makes more money.
But I didn't. That was only part of what I was saying. I said women are very diverse. Like there's women that don't make a lot of money and still have really high standards and still
right.
want the most.
That proves my point.
Okay.
That women care about money, which is what you were trying to refute earlier.
But I'm not
You can't
talking.
win this, bro.
But I'm not
You
talking
can't
about
win
money.
this.
No, because you
Whoa.
keep thinking it's money. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about standards. I'm talking about values, morals, how you were raised.
Yeah.
It's more than
The
just
conversation
money.
started because you said,
No.
because we made a joke. Do you remember how this started?
Yeah, I do. Because you pressed cha-ching when you said, "Oh, you know what that means." Cha-ching.
yeah,
Like, okay.
That it means if a woman goes ahead and consolidates on a guy that has children from another woman,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And she said, "Oh, yeah, if I like him, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Hey, you know what that means? That means he's got to be financially secure to some degree, because if a man's coming in with a
Mhm.
child, that's a handicap. So for
Okay.
him to make up for that handicap, he needs to be able to provide security
Okay.
to some degree, extra because he has a kid.
I don't think that even women should be dating if they're not financially secure. Like it's
Yeah.
not a money thing. I think that if you're
Okay.
not as a
But
woman,
they don't have to.
Okay.
Do men?
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
I know a
Do-
lot of broke dudes too that are in relationships. Do you know a man that's broke that's in a
Yeah,
relationship?
but who screens for security more
She's funny.
of the two genders?
Like-
Who screens for security in the tug of war of genders?
Women, 1,000%.
Okay,
right.
So who's gonna go further being broke? A broke woman or a broke man?
Okay, so all right,
Please answer the question.
let's go back.
Please answer the question.
Let's go back to this.
Please answer
okay,
the
hold
question.
on. I'm gonna answer your
Because
question.
you're trying to
Give me
make
a
the
second.
argument. You're trying to make the argument that I know
Myron.
broke guys that
Myron.
get girls. That
Myron,
doesn't matter.
Hold on, but you specifically, you pointed that to her. You said you know what that is. Cha-ching to her. Is that true for you? Is it true for you that the only reason you would date him if he had a kid was if he had money?
No, that's not true.
Look,
But you said it towards
No.
her. That's my
You
point.
changed
It's
the
like
whole
that's
point of it.
that's
It's
my
a
thing.
major component. It's not the only thing. We're seeing it's a major component.
it's a major component.
because
Okay.
financially, he had to take care of her and the kid.
Uh-huh.
So she doesn't want to be second place to that. So I don't know, man. Like you just changed the whole topic of it.
But there's broke men out here with kids who are in relationships.
Yeah, but for how long?
Not
Yeah, for
long.
long.
And who's he with? A fat,
And-
ugly bitch 9 out of 10 times. Like men, like ew.
Not long.
Like
I was
it-
out of
pocket.
pocket.
That
Not
was out of
long.
pocket.
this is a problem that you guys don't realize. Just because you know a dude that's a bum that's with a girl doesn't necessarily mean
Too many.
that guys that have low socioeconomic status are out here winning.
Mhm.
Like most guys struggle with women that don't have kids. Most guys that are average can't even get a date or get a girl to call them back.
That's right.
1 in 3 men is either a virgin or hasn't had sex in a year. But you guys don't know this because you're females and you live life on easy mode. But the difference is, me as a man, not only do I need to know the male experience, but for me to be attractive to women, I have to know the female experience too. Because I'm the one that's responsible for planning the date. I'm the one responsible for spinning game. I'm the one responsible for dressing a certain way, having my shit together, being charming, being charismatic, etc. Because if I go on a date with a girl, even if she's a boring ass bimbo and the date sucks, she's gonna still blame me and say, that date sucked, he was boring. So the man is expected to perform, period. So what I'm saying is this,
why are you dating boring ass bimbos?
that's not the point I'm trying to make.
In general.
The point I'm trying to make is
lift
that
your standards.
the point I'm trying to make is that men must understand women if they want to get laid. Women don't have to understand men to get laid. That's my point. Or get a relationship for that matter.
Okay.
Most women, I would argue, don't know shit about what men really want. But they don't have to know because they have the privilege of men coming up to them first.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like women will say things like, oh yeah, if I like him. But what does that really mean? Let's translate the woman needs. That means he's got to be charismatic to a degree. He's got to have financial security to a degree. Make her feel safe to a degree. That's what I'm trying to say. Women aren't that special and you guys aren't that different as you think you are. There's attraction triggers, 7 main ones that women look for in men. And if you have these attraction triggers and you got your shit together, women will find you attractive a majority of the time. Women are not as special as you guys try to say you are.
The facts.
Okay.
Like it's biology, what women are attracted to. But
And-
girls will say that I'm special. I'm different. All of you think you're 2 Chainz. No, you're really not that special. The difference is this. Most men don't have the components that are attractive to most women. So therefore, most guys strike out. Period. That's the real reason. It's not that you're so different or complex or whatever. Most guys just don't know what turns women on a lot of the times.
And also, men aren't special either, but we don't go around saying, "Oh, I'm special."
Yeah.
We don't ever say that.
Guys are simple.
Yeah.
Like men are very easy to attract, so it's not that hard. But like for women, they act like it's hard, but it's not that it's hard. It's that women are selective and they have many components that arouse, trigger attraction and arousal. And a lot of guys just don't understand and or know how to hit all these switches at the same time. Or they're able to hit, oh, I'm a nice guy. I make enough money. Okay, she'll take me on a date, but he can't fuck because he's too soft. He doesn't fucking, or some guy, he's attractive, tall enough, but he's broke. He doesn't have charm. He's not charismatic. Then the girl might suck his dick, but not take him seriously. So you got to have all of them together. But a lot of guys don't have all these things in one guy, right? This is why girls date multiple dudes. One guy's a guy might be a sugar daddy. Another dude might be charming and hot looking and she fucks him, but he's a bum. Another guy might be a commitment phobe. Like most guys don't have all of it in one package. So girls have to source with multiple men to get what they need. Which is why some girl, like that's why she said dating. Translation: I'm seeing and or talking to multiple individuals right now because what I'm looking for isn't in one individual.
You gotta pick your 80-20. Not all of them are gonna be
Fuck
perfect.
yeah.
You gotta pick one.
Am I psychic or not? Like, come on, man. I I know women better than they know themselves, man. Like you really have to know y'all.
What's wrong with dating? What
Right.
happened?
No, it's fine.
I know,
It's
it's
fine.
fine.
You
Yeah.
got options.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you have
It's fine,
options.
but it proves my point that most men cannot, I guess, check off all the boxes that women want. So therefore, most women have to go ahead and source multiple men to fill certain needs that they need. One guy's on her phone is Uber, one dude's a sugar daddy, another guy's maybe a pro athlete that won't take her seriously. This is how women date nowadays because they can't find everything they want in one dude.
And this is
But you're
why
not